Hey guys, it's D-Man Swish here, and welcome to Video Game Pickups number 12. And today I got a lot of stuff to show you guys, so I'm going to get started. Alright, first thing here, this was done, believe it or not, this was done back in March. And for some reason, it just recently showed up a couple weeks ago. And I don't know what happened, if it was like a mistake with the delivery truck or something. But I purchased this off of eBay back in March. And it just now showed up here in July, and the guy only lives like 3 states over, so there was no reason for it to not show up within like 3 days, but it took it 3 months or so. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. But anyways, I got it now. I paid $11.50 for it on eBay, and it is a very rare piece to find, and I need it for to go towards completing my set. It is the battery cover here for Rob the Robot. And mine doesn't have it, so that's why I wanted this. And I didn't think I would ever see it, knowing that it was like 2 weeks after I'd purchased it. I was like, there's no way it's gonna ever show up. But I don't know, I forgot what it was when I saw it in the mail. I didn't realize. I was like, oh yeah, now I remember. So it's kind of weird how this finally showed up, and I'm really glad it did, because now I can put it towards completing my Rob Complete in the Box set. So really cool. Glad I finally got that. And now this was done, this next part here, this was done about the same time the Video Game Finds number 11 was uploaded. It was like about that same weekend. And this was done, there was 2 garage sales that was done. I went to 2 garage sales, and one was really good, like one was pretty good, and then the next one was even better. So I'll first show you the stuff that I got at that the first garage sale that I went to, and then I will show you the stuff that I went and got at the second garage sale. So I'm trying to find all the stuff here. Hang on, I got it kind of mixed matched here, but I'll try to find all the stuff I found. But anyways, alright, I found all the stuff here. First I'll show you these. These are the cords that I bought. There was 4 cords that I bought in a PS1 game, and the total is only $5. So I think he wanted only $1 for all 4 cords, and then $4 for the PS1 game. Or I could just say $1 a cord and then $1 for the game. So I got here a PS2 Slim power brick here, and PS2 AV cables there. There's those. And then I also got 2 NES or SNES RF switches here, and they both work. So all 4 cords I tested, and they all work. Really cool. And then this PS1 game here is Final Fantasy IX, and it is black box, black label game, and it has all 4 discs in it. There's 1, and then there's 2, and then the other manual's kind of hanging in there, and then there's 3 and 4. So really cool deal. Really glad to add a Final Fantasy game to the collection. For only $4 that he was asking, this game goes for, it can go up to almost maybe $20 I think or so. So really cool to add this to the collection. I was really happy to find this for only $4. He had another one there too. I don't remember what game it was. I don't think it was Final Fantasy, but it was missing one of the 4 discs or something. I didn't really want it because it wasn't fully complete. I'd rather just buy it all as a complete set. So really cool to find at least this Final Fantasy. So that was cool. And now the other garage sale that I went to right after that one I just talked about, this was an even better deal, and I was really happy I stopped by, because there was people starting to come by and pick up stuff, and I'm glad I got there when I did. So really cool. I guess I'll just kind of show you what I saw first, and then I'll show you like all the stuff as a whole. I'll tell you what I paid for it after I show you all of it. So when I saw on Craigslist, there was a ad for it, and they said vintage video games, and that could mean anything. So it could mean like Atari, Sega, it could mean television, it could mean old Nintendo, I mean it could mean anything. So I decided to give it a try, and the only thing I saw that they had there was the Nintendo 64 box, as you could probably already see it. But this is missing the styrofoam, the manuals and all that. I'm not going to pull it out or anything, but you know what a 64 looks like. But it's the just a regular N64. It comes with the gray controller and both cables. And when I got there and I saw it, the N64 has the red expansion pack in it. So I was like, oh, okay. I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. But there's there was a price sticker down here on the bottom corner. I thought it meant it was their sticker. It was probably the store that they bought it from, but it was written on a Sharpie. It said $125. And I was like, if that's their price, there's no way I'm buying it. So I kind of just, walked around a little bit. I was thinking about it and stuff, and I was about ready to leave. And seeing just that, I was like, maybe there's nothing else. But then I looked under this table, and there was this cardboard box, and there was a computer game hanging out of the edge. I was like, wait a second. And so I was glad I stuck around for a few seconds more to find out that there was more games and stuff, because I opened this box and there was a bunch of stuff in it, and I'm glad I stuck around, because this stuff would have probably been gone by the end of the day. It would have been gone. So first, what I saw here, I'll show you this kind of stuff. I guess it's all really good, so I'll just show you all of it. First, what I found here, I saw this laying in the box. It's a Nintendo Game Boy case. I already have one of these, but when I opened it, it was amazing what I saw. I will show you what I saw. I took it out of here already, so it saved me some time, but I took it out of the case here. That's the case that came with it. I found a kiwi green Game Boy Color. Very nice shape, really cool, and it also came with 3 games, and the 3 games are what even made the deal even better. And the 3 games here are The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, and it saves, really good. Pokemon Blue, it also saves, and Pokemon Special Pikachu Yellow version, and this one also saves. And so those 3 games were with this Game Boy Color, and that's not it. There was another Game Boy below that case, and what I found, I have never seen one of these before. I didn't even know it existed, but I found a black Nintendo Game Boy original, and it came with this hard plastic case. I'm sure this is what it was originally supposed to come in, but it also came with Tetris there. It's not missing, or it's missing the documents and paperwork and all that, but just to see a black Game Boy is amazing. I've never seen one before, and it works very well. It's very clean, very good condition, and really happy to find this too in the bottom of the box. And along with those Game Boys in this box, there's a few games here that I found as well for different consoles. One of them here, I'll probably be selling this. I don't need it, but it's a very common game. Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Found that in there. And I will be keeping this one, and this is Castlevania for the Nintendo 64. And really good condition as well. I found those 2 games in there. And then I also found a Nintendo 64 jumper pack, and with the jumper pack remover. So very cool. I'll be keeping this. This is pretty cool to have. Found that in there. And then this was what I really wanted when I found in there as well. Really cool. I got this huge stack of magazines. And I will show you really quick what they all are. But first one on top here, this is just something I thought I could get just because I need an extra. It's a PS2 fat version manual here for the console and everything. Really cool. I was hoping, I wasn't expecting to find anything like that, so that was really cool. And now all these magazines are really nice shape, and the majority of them are Nintendo Power. And so, but some of them aren't. So I'll just show you which ones, I'll just show all of them, I guess. I won't really explain them too much, but I'll just show them real quick. Legend of Zelda. That's the Prima official strategy guide. And then there's Nintendo Power Advance. And then I believe the rest of these are all just regular Nintendo Powers. I'll just show you them real quick. And I'm not sure off the top of my head what issues these are, but these are late N64, early GameCube era. And most of these have the posters with them. A couple of them are missing posters, but I'm not too picky about that. But just to even have these magazines is awesome. So I can add these to the collection of magazines. Some of these are, a little worn and stuff, but that's completely okay. I mean, that just shows me that they were used a lot and stuff, so that's really cool. Total in all, I think there was 21 magazines. The Spider-Man one, that one's pretty cool. Banjo-Tooie. Majora's Mask. I just recently picked up this game too, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, to find all these magazines in this box was amazing. I am so glad I stuck around and saw that one computer game hanging out of the box. I was really glad that I saw that, because I would have missed out on all of these magazines and everything else, and all the Game Boys and everything too. And I already have this one. Mine's in better condition. I decided to just take all the Nintendo powers they had, so I'll probably be trading this in or something at Games Ahoy. Not sure yet, but I'm pretty sure mine's in better condition. And here's the last one here. So really cool to find those magazines. I was really excited when I saw those in that box. And that is all the stuff from that garage sale. And originally the lady said that the magazines were 10 cents each. 10 cents each for Nintendo Powers. That is a really good deal. And I was so shocked when she said that. And she was an older woman, so I mean these were probably her kids, and her kids are grown up and out of the house and everything. So, but she said 10 cents each for the magazines. And I also showed her the two games, the Super Nintendo and the N64 game, and the Game Boys and stuff. And she said, "How about $15 for the whole stack?" And I said, "I am perfectly fine with that. I will pay $15 for that." So I was just thinking in my mind that was an incredible deal. And she, so she said $15 for that whole stack. And I was leaving. I was getting ready to leave. I put the magazines and the Game Boys and stuff in my car. And I was second thinking it, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should go back for the N64 as well. So I went back and I asked her, and I asked her how much the N64 was, and she said it was $25. And $25 for an N64 just by itself is amazing. And this one, just remember, it has the expansion pack, and it also has the cardboard box. And so I was originally intending to buy this because of the box, but I found out that I came home that mine's already in good enough condition anyway that I don't need to trade it out or anything. So I will be selling the N64 with the box and everything. So a total of $40 at this garage sale for all of these magazines, the Game Boys, the 64 and everything. It was an amazing deal. I'm just really happy I stuck around. So whenever you guys are looking, if there's like a garage sale or something, if you see it on Craigslist or whatever and it says vintage video games or something, chances are it might be something like this. I wasn't expecting anything like this. I was expecting maybe a couple of like, Atari games or something, and that's all I was expecting. But I came home with a huge stack of magazines for Nintendo Power and everything. So I was just really happy that I went. So really good deal. I was really excited. Alright, now next, this was done about maybe around the same time, maybe a couple days after those garage sales. Well, this is kind of all mixed around, but there is a stack of N64 games and GameCube games here that I got from my local Mr. Money pawn shop. And this was done in the course of 3 different trips. The GameCube games were done in 2 different trips, and the N64 games were done in a trip. So I'll show you the N64 games first. And these were all $2 each. Really good deal. The first one here is Miss Pac-Man, Maze Madness. And these are all in great shape. The ones that I already had were in pretty horrible condition. They had more games there, but I already owned them, but they were in pretty bad shape. So I picked out the ones that I didn't have, except for this one, Army Men Sarge's Heroes. I didn't realize I had this one, but I already own this one, so I will be selling this one. So not too big a deal, I guess. And then next is Gex 64, Enter the Gecko. Really cool. Wave Race 64. I would pay $2 any day a piece for these games. Really cool. Jet Force Gemini. Disney's Tarzan. And the last one here is Wheel of Fortune. And I didn't have any of these games except for Army Men Sarge's Heroes. I found that out when I got home, which was a little bummer, but still I gained 6 N64 games from that. So that was really good. And then I have 4 GameCube games here, and one of these I picked up at a different time than the other 3 another time. So over the course of like half a week, I think I went 3 different times. But these are all complete and in pretty good shape. The first one here is Turok Evolution. Top Gun Combat Zones. Midway Arcade Treasures 1. Volume 1, I guess. Really cool game. And then the last one here is EA Sports Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. And it's a 2-disc set. So really cool. I usually don't pick up sports games. These were $2 each as well, by the way. But I usually don't pick up sports games unless, you know, I mean, for a 2-disc sports game is a really good deal, so I just decided to pick it up. So really cool. And then this was a random Goodwill go. I just went for just Goodwill, and I wasn't finding a whole lot the whole day. I went to a couple places, but Goodwill I found something. I usually don't buy this kind of stuff, but I figured it's probably worth some money, so, and it is. It's worth more money than on PS2 or anything like that, so I decided to buy it. And it is Grand Theft Auto Vice City for the Xbox. Yeah, I usually don't pick up Xbox games, but it was kind of hard not to for this game because I found out this game's worth a little bit of money. I mean, it's only worth about, you know, $3 or $4 on PS2, and this one's worth about maybe $15 on Xbox. So I picked it up for $4. I don't have any way of testing it, but I looked at it, and it doesn't look too bad. It looks like it should play just fine, but hopefully I can sell this and make some money back on this. It was only $4, so a really good deal for that game. It's weird how that's worth a lot more money than on PS2, but oh well. And then next stack here, I've got some games that I went all the way, I went everywhere. I went all to all my art thrift store stops, all my Goodwill stops, all my pawn shop stops throughout 2 cities worth. So I decided to, you know, just go on a big adventure, I guess, and I found some pretty good stuff. So this isn't going to be in any specific order in the day I found them, but just this was all found in the same day. So the first thing here was found at a Mr. Money. It wasn't my local Mr. Money, it was a different Mr. Money. But I found a cobalt blue Game Boy Advance SP. Really good shape. It came with the official Nintendo charging cable here. And also, I found in the stack of games that they had there at the store, they had classic NES series Super Mario Brothers. Really cool. And they were originally asking only $20 for the Game Boy Advance SP and the charger, and then they were asking $12 for Super Mario Brothers. And I asked would they just do $30 for the both, and they said that's fine. So it was like 31 something after tax, I believe, but not bad at all. Really good deal for these 2 items. Really cool. I was glad to find another Game Boy Advance SP, so now I have more than just my original one that I got for Christmas a few years back. So really cool deal. And then next I went to a thrift store that I hardly ever go to because I know they don't have a whole lot of stuff. But I saw the sign when I was driving around. I usually don't stop at it, but I decided to stop this time because they had a sign out front that said everything in the store is half off. The store was closing, and so I decided to stop in. And I hadn't gone there a whole lot, so I mean I've been in there maybe 3 or 4 times total. And so I decided to go in, and I picked up a couple things that were, you know, half off. So really cool deal. I found 2 PS3 games and a Super Nintendo cleaning system. The first one is the first one here I'll show you is the Super Nintendo cleaning system, which is pretty cool. It's called the Eliminator. It's not too widely popular. I guess maybe like $7 or $8 on eBay, but it is missing the cleaner stuff down here. But to have this still in the packaging, I guess, is really cool. And it was I think this is only $2 or something like that. It was a really good deal. They've had it since I've been going there, so I decided to just pick it up because, you know, they were probably going to throw it out eventually anyway, so I decided to save it. So, and then the 2 PS3 games here, they're not widely popular titles, they're not, you know, too expensive or anything, but I got them for like $3 and $2 or something like that. So, the first one here is the Beatles Rock Band. This one's complete. And the other one here is Rock Band Country Track Pack. And country music is pretty good, so this one's pretty cool. And this was $2. So those 2 PS3 games were $5, I guess. Or maybe it wasn't even that. Maybe they were like $3 for the 2. I only paid like $5 for that, so really good deal. And then the rest of the day I went through, I found a couple of PS2 games and a PS3 game. These were done at a couple of different pawn shops and Goodwill. Except for, wait, one of these games was found at a garage sale. But first I'll show you, these 2 games were found at an Easy Pawn, which is, you know, a chain of pawn stores like, you know, Mr. Money and stuff like that. So, these 2 I didn't have, and I've been looking for one of these for a while, and I have it on Greatest Hits, but I wanted to find it Black Label, and the first one here is The Simpsons Hit and Run. And I remember playing this a lot when I was younger, which is a really fun game. I'm really glad I finally found it Black Label. And this was, I think this was $1. I think that one, yeah, I think their older games were $1. And then the other one here is Jack 2. Really good condition as well. So I'm really happy to find those 2 games, and those were $2 for those 2 games. which is a really good deal. And then these two games I found at Goodwill, and these were not my local Goodwill. It was a different Goodwill as well. And one of them here is Thrillville for PS2, and it's complete. It's in really good shape. Me and my brother have been playing that one recently. He loves those building games and stuff, so he's been watching me play that and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then the other one here was Metal Gear Solid 4 for PS3. And this one's complete as well, and it's in really nice shape. And those two games together were $4. So I think the PS3 game was $3 and the Thrillville was $1. And then the last thing of that same day, I went to a garage sale, and I didn't see a whole lot. It was a huge garage sale. It was a cul-de-sac, and there was like 4 houses like all the way around the thing that had all their stuff out in the yard. It looked like a huge swap meet or something. It was crazy. But they had one PS2 game that I was interested in, and it was only $1, so I decided to pick it up, and it was Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. And really good condition, really great game. And I have the first one, so I decided to pick up the second one as well. It's really cool to find that loose out there in the wild like that. And so that was really cool. Alright, and then I picked up an NES game, and then there was a couple NES games that I already had, but they're variants, and I'll show you those in a minute. But the first one here I'll show you is The Legend of Zelda: The Adventures of Link. And this is the Grey Cart version. And I got this at my local Games Ahoy store. And what I traded for it, I believe I showed it in the last video, it was a Mario Paint that was complete in the box except for the styrofoam. And I traded that in for $15, I believe. And I only put a couple more dollars to get this one. And so I only paid like maybe $5 for this game total. So I traded in Mario Paint for, you know, The Adventures of Link, Grey Cart. So now I have both Legend of Zelda's Gold and Grey on the NES. So really cool deal. I was glad to find that at Games Ahoy. And now these other two games are the games that are the variants. Now, before I'll kind of explain it and show you as I go, but I noticed this because I was looking at them when I was going through them. One of these games was in one of my bins that was, you know, at the bottom of my stuff in my closet, and the other one was a game I was trying to sell. So the first one I'll show you here is RC Pro-Am. I will show you the game that I had on my shelf originally. This is the one. And then here's the one I had in my bin. And I will show you why this is different. For this one, this is the one I've always had. The Nintendo seal is actually kind of, you know, a little different. It's weird, but I'll show you this one now. And this one's more round. And so it's kind of weird to explain, but they're both different seals. So it's a variant to me. So very cool to find these two. I am kind of weird about that, but you know, it is a variant, so it's different. So really cool to find those. And then the other one here is Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. And this one you could probably think, how is there possibly a difference? Well, for this one, the same thing varies with the front of the cartridge. The first one here is the one I've always had, and it has a little white line, as you can see. It divides Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt on the cartridge front. It divides the two titles. So for the one that I showed you, I'm about to show you that's the variant, this is the one that I was trying to sell with a bunch of games and stuff. And I noticed it, and I was like, maybe I'll just keep it. And then, so this one, instead of that white line, it's the Nintendo logo separating it. So very cool to find a variant of one of the cheapest games, even. One of the most commonly known games for the NES, to even find a variant on it. So very cool to find that. I was really happy to notice that, I guess. It was pretty cool. Alright, and then another deal I did at Games Ahoy. They usually just give me these for free. I got 6 more NES dust sleeves here. I've got 2 NES ones, or 2 regular Nintendo logo ones, and then 4 black, just basic black ones. So, really cool. Found more of those. I always need those, so that's a good thing that I got those. Alright, and the last thing I have to show you, me and my brother went a couple weeks ago, maybe it was about a week and a half ago, we went to this pawn shop that we go to once in a while. It's called Foundation Pawn, and it's a really cool place. They just recently opened up a new building, so it was really cool to go. And we found a great stack of games here. I found a bunch of PS2 and GameCube games. So the first thing I'll do is I'll show you the GameCube, and then I'll show you PS2. Alright, so first I'll show you GameCube here, and they're all complete, and they all have precautions manuals and regular game manuals. So I'll go through these first. First one is Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. EA Sports NCAA Football 2003. Madden 2006. The Legends of Wrestling 2. MLB Slugfest 2003, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and the last one here is Tak and the Power of Juju. And that is all the GameCube games that I got. My brother helped me pick a bunch out, so that was cool. And then now I've got a PS2 game stack here. And the first one here is The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, NHL 2K6, Gretzky NHL 06, Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo. This one is Sylphid, The Lost Planet. It's a pretty cool case cover too, like the artwork's really shiny and stuff, pretty cool. EA Sports NBA Live 2007. Arena Football Road to Glory. Really cool. MX World Tour featuring Jamie Little. And the last one here is a sealed game. I already have this one, but now I have a sealed copy as well, and it's called The Plan. And I already had this one loose, and now I have a sealed one as well. And those games were $1 each for sports games and $2 for non-sports games. So there's 16 games here, I think, but the total came out to like $25. So really cool, really good deal, and I'm really glad to add more of those games to the collection. And alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out. And keep subscribing, or you can subscribe. I'll get more videos out like this. I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I'm pretty sure I did in my the room tour video, that I am moving soon. So I will have one more video game pickups video to show in this room, and that is it. And I will be out of service pretty much for about 6 weeks, and then I won't have any more videos to post for a little while until I get to the new house and everything. So for now, this has been the video games number 12, video game finds number 12. Stick around, and I'll get another one up soon. It'll be video game finds number 13, and then that'll be it for a little while, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.